are standing by now to answer your questions, so call them now at 1-855-340-SAVE. That's 1-855-340-7283, or visit them at lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com.
Results will vary from case to case.
Yulia needed financing to grow her restaurant business, but her banks simply didn't understand.
I was frustrated.
Yuvia found On Deck Business Loans.
On Deck did it for me. I called on Saturday, and I had $50,000 in my account on Monday morning.
How about the terms?
Incredibly easy. It doesn't mess with your cash flow.
On Deck changed everything.
This company, On Deck, is going to be there for me.
Was it a good move?
I'm looking to increase sales probably 30%.
Been in business for at least a year with $100,000 plus in revenue? On Deck can get you $5,000 to $250,000 in as little as one business day. And they're A-plus rated with the Better Business Bureau.
On Deck has opened up so many doors for me now. Truly, the sky is the limit. I'm excited.
Apply now at OnDeckLending.com or call 800-326-5430. 800-326-5430. 800-326-5430.
Loan subject to lender approval.
Power to the people. Power to the people. Power to the people. Power to the people.
Welcome back to the Power Hour, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us, caring about your world, doing the next right and honorable thing. Those of you, we're going to talk about it a little later, but those of you who want to get into the contest of getting a sauna space pocket sauna can write a letter to the Power Hour or send it to thepowerhour@thepowerhour.com. We're getting letters from people who we want some deserving person who will use a sauna, and almost on a daily basis, really, who will use the sauna to write us a letter, because this incredible man named Brian at Sauna Space is going to offer to give one away. And I just, when I asked him if he would do that, he didn't even hesitate. He said, sure.
That's
sure.
awesome.
Yeah, it is. Because you know what? He's an American-made company. Everything is put together here in the U.S., made in the U.S. Everything is a U.S. product. He started out as a young man wanting to build a business that would help people. And he really does, too. He's kind of like one of those things too good to be true. And, I talked to him the other day, or I think it was last night, in fact, and he said, Joyce, your people are too good to be true. Oh. And I thought that was pretty nice. I'll tell you why he said that. But he said it's kind of got a negative side to it. I said, what do you mean? Are people being so... Well, I'll tell you about it a little bit later. And I had to agree with him.
I want to know now, though.
No, you have to wait, Josh.
Okay.
Anyway, back to the news. I think, like you were saying, power to the people. Everybody bring your ghost peppers to school.
It's Bring Your Pepper to School Day.
Yeah.
Except school's out right now, so you'll have to wait till next year.
Wow. Anyway, Hillary Clinton's GMO ties sparked a backlash in Iowa. GMO corn and soy are really at the heart of Iowa's economy. People are still ditching Clinton like yesterday's trash. And this was evidenced recently at a meeting of the Tri-County Democrats where members gauged support for the former Secretary of State. And as one website reports, a large faction of women voiced strong support for Mrs. Clinton's candidacy until the GMO issue came up, prompting them to switch allegiances to Senator Bernard Sanders of Vermont, a liberal stalwart challenging her for the Democratic nomination. And he's the only one thus far that has come forward. He's not even really making all that many waves, except for with people like me, because I happen to like him. I don't like everything he does because he is like married to the United Nations. But anyway, he said, I was surprised because these women were really pushing for Hillary until they found out about that the Monsanto connection was there. And then they dropped her like a hot potato. Now, that may also be just kind of a PR little game, but still, she supports Monsanto, GMOs.
She has huge ties to them.
Yeah, lots and lots of money. And this story really gets to me. Pentagon spent $176 billion, not million or thousands, $176 billion to create jobs overseas instead of the United States. Yes. U.S. Department of Defense. See, they're so busy staying out of the ISIS connection and making sure that they don't get involved in telling you something that's really not happening over there. And they're busy spending $176 billion over the past 8 years buying foreign imports through more than 307,000 waivers to Buy American Act. And, they're supposed to be buying American, but they got waivers from it because they're the DOD. They're the DOD.
And if you don't think this isn't going to get worse with TPP, oh my God.
Oh, then they won't even have to get a waiver.
That's a
then.
nail in the coffin.
That's right. Buy American Act waivers are intended to allow the U.S. federal agencies to purchase goods or services from foreign companies, but only when there's extraordinary circumstances, like there is no other item that we can buy. Everywhere I go in Connecticut, people are outraged that their taxpayer dollars are being used to create jobs overseas instead of here in America. Hey, how about everywhere in Missouri, everywhere in Kansas, everywhere in Colorado, everybody in California? Stand, people, stand. We'll be back after this 1 minute, 10-second break. Stay tuned.
What have I learned so far? I've learned that there is no one path right for everyone. I've learned that without my high school diploma, I can only do so much. My options were limited. I found a free personalized learning program with Learn for Life that has a flexible schedule so I could keep my job while earning my high school diploma. I found new career training opportunities that would jumpstart my future. What have I learned so far? I've learned that I can change my life.
Are you 14 to 19 years old and looking for a free high school diploma program with flexible meeting times? This program allows you to keep your job or important family responsibilities while earning your high school diploma. If you've fallen behind on credits or dropped out of school completely, get back on track with free tutoring, a caring faculty, and one-on-one attention. For more information on how to reach your graduation goal, visit learnforlife.org. That's LEARN, the number 4, LIFE.org. Or enroll today by calling 877-360-LEARN. That's 877-360-LEARN.
You're on board KCAA's Inland Talk Express. KCAA, Loma Linda, 1050 AM, the station that leaves no listener behind.
In Texas, I'm Michael Toscano. The Commerce Department has just reported that the gross domestic product didn't do very well the first quarter of the year. Here's Joe Ramsey.
The U.S. economy went into reverse in the first 3 months of this year as a severe winter and a widening trade deficit took a harsher toll than initially estimated. The Commerce Department says the overall economy, as measured by the gross domestic product, contracted at an annual rate of 0.7% in the January to March period.
Economists forecast a rebound in the current quarter to growth of around 2%. Rising waters driving hundreds of people from their homes in Texas this morning. The Dallas-Fort Worth area hardest hit, and the city of Wharton issuing a voluntary evacuation notice along the Colorado River. The Brazos River is flooding west of Fort Worth, hundreds of people leaving their homes there too. 7 inches of rain overnight.
This is a storm that developed overnight in West Texas, rolled through the eastern part of the state and right over Dallas. It's exactly what we expect to happen again tonight.
That's Chad Myers. I'm Michael Toscano.
Hey guys, it's summertime, and life is all about weekends, cookouts, and all things outdoors. And the JCPenney men's store is the place to go for some serious summer style, where shorts, tees, and swim trunks from brands like St. John's Bay, Dockers, and Izod go for a cool 40 to 50% off. And spend $25 or more with a coupon on men's apparel, shoes, and accessories, and you get $10 off. We've got your look, your style, and a great price. The men's store at JCPenney. When it fits, you feel it. Coupon valid 5/28 to 5/31. Some exclusions apply. Check jcp.com now or your Thursday newspaper for coupon and details.
O'Reilly.
Defend your vehicle from harmful elements and restore shine with Armor All Canister Wipes. Right now at O'Reilly Auto Parts, pick up Armor All Canister Wipes for $3.99. Easily remove dirt, dust, and grime with Armor All Canister Wipes on sale for $3.99 at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices every day. Limits apply. See store for details.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Good morning. 6:02. Mark Wester with you on the radio. Taking a look at Inland Empire weather. Well, it's going to be a warm weekend. Nice weather. It's a beautiful morning outside right now. Clear, sunny, warmer afternoons. Highs in the 80s, peaking near 92 by Saturday. Lows around 58. A little cooler next week, though. The temperature's going to drop again. In the mountains, clearly clear, and typically breezy at this time. Resort levels highs through 70s and 80s. through Saturday. 70s and 80s in the mountains. Deserts mostly sunny and warm, light winds in the lower deserts, but gusting elsewhere to 35 miles per hour all hours overnight. Highs from 90s in the northern deserts to 106. 106 in the Coachella Valley. Yeah, get ready. Summer's on its way. Beaches partly cloudy near through Saturday, but night and morning low clouds and patchy fog. Highs to 74 and lows tonight around 62. Currently 61 degrees at KCAA. As we take a look at traffic, we've got an accident blocking 2 lanes in Rancho Cucamonga. 210 West had Archibald. A crash is blocking the carpool and the middle lane. The drive is slow from Haven, so be careful out there. Out in Corona, slow traffic, the 91 westbound between McKinley Street and Auto Center Surface Club Drive. That's a look at your weather and traffic from the only station that leaves no listener behind, KCAA 1050 AM.
KCAA, where every day is a great day. KCAA, Loma Linda.
In today's specialty crop news, determining if there's a Polyphagous shothole borer infestation in any crop can be difficult. Hear what to look for after this.
Are you left with standing water after an irrigation? If so, WRT has the solution for you, SD25. WRT helps growers across the state improve water retention, infiltration, and reduce runoff and harmful diseases that affect their crops. Water is a precious commodity. Let WRT educate you on how to reduce standing water and increase yields with beneficial microbes that break down organic matter and stubble. The best solution to improve your irrigation efficiency is SD25. Contact us today at 209-720-8040 and learn why you can't afford not to use SD25. That's 209-720-8040. To learn more about SD25, visit our website at WRTAG.com. That's WRTAG.com. With 40 years of farming experience, WRT stands ready to increase water infiltration and improve your growth with the best product on the market today. SD25, a Bio-SI product. WRT, restoring life.
The Polyphagous shothole borer is still very new to California and could become a major issue for a lot of the state's crops. California Avocado Commission Research Program Director Tim Spann says detecting a possible infestation can be difficult.
So depending on the tree species, the symptoms are a little bit different. In avocado, when the beetle bores the hole into the tree, the sap essentially is starting to ooze out of the tree. The sugars in the sap crystallize and they form a white residue on the surface of the tree that we call a sugar volcano. That's a good way for growers to identify that there's something going on, is to look for those sugar volcanoes on the surface of the tree, and then they can kind of scrape that away and see if it's actually a borehole from the beetle or something else causing it. In avocados, it tends to be up in the upper canopy of the tree, smaller branches, so up to about 4 or 5 inches in diameter, not down on the main trunk of the tree.
I'm Taylor Hillman for AgNet West.
Hey everybody, this is Polka Tom inviting you to join me for Inland Empire Polkas every Saturday from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. right here on KCAA Radio, 1050 a.m. on your dial and online at www.kcaaradio.com. I'll play all the best in polka music for you, so join me every Saturday, 6 a.m. to 8 a.m.
Here's a look at the KCAA community calendar. I'm Di Rice. The City of Yucaipa, in collaboration with the Sheriff's Department and CAL FIRE, invite you to attend the 7th Annual Emergency Preparedness Expo Friday evening, May 29th. The expo will be an information-packed event featuring a wide range of exhibitors. The goal of the event is to educate participants on the required steps to prepare themselves, their families, and/or employees for emergencies and develop a plan to reduce the impact of any disaster. Are you ready? Be sure to save the date, Friday evening, May 29th from 6:30 to 9:30, and join the City of Yucaipa for the 7th Annual Emergency Preparedness Expo, which will be held along California Street during the Yucaipa Certified Farmers Market. The expo will feature many vendors providing information, resources, and supplies essential to protecting our lives. That's a look at the community calendar. I'm Di Rice on KCAA 1050 AM.
Psst. Hey, you. Yeah, you. Do you know where you are? Well, you've done it now. You're listening to KCAA Loma Linda, your CNBC news station. So expect the unexpected.
Good morning, good morning. Happy Friday, everybody. I'm Aaron Brinker.
I'm Tobin Brinker.
And we are on the brink here on KCAA AM 1050. Got Mark Westwood in the booth. And I have to say thank you to Mark Westwood this morning.
What did I do?
You brewed a pot of coffee.
Actually, that's our new guy here, Bill Swartz, did that for
Well,
us. So.
thank you, Bill.
Thank you, Bill.
My cup up to you, because that's hats off to you, because I need coffee this morning.
Okay, we should be praising God this morning. We're all still alive today. We survived Armageddon.
Oh, that's right. Yesterday was supposed to be, because the planets were aligned. The conspiracy theorists said that yesterday was going to be doomsday.
I thought for sure that I was going to get to sleep in this morning because it would all be gone.
So the next
I forgot about it. Whoops.
Oh yeah, I know. Well, we're all still here, so it's okay. So the next big doomsday being predicted on YouTube and Facebook is September 23rd, 24th. Those right around that time is when it's all going to break loose, according to YouTube.
Well, it might have been somebody's personal Armageddon today. You never know.
That's right.
Well, that's true. That's true. But, California did not rip apart yesterday. Thank you, God.
Again. Again. Ever since I've been like 10 years old, I've been hearing these things.
Oh, I know. Gosh. Yeah, I know. So last night, Tobin and I went to a really cool event. It was out at the Arrowhead Country Club, and it was the Cal State San Bernardino School of Business and Public Administration's Business Alliance annual dinner. And
they put all of that on a flyer?
No.
Yeah, it's a lot. I know. Well, we have Adam Russell on once a month, and he's always talking about the great things going on at Cal State and the business climate, et cetera, et cetera. And the dinner last night was really good. I don't know if you've been up to the country club lately, but the food is really good.
Yeah, they've really upped it a notch here, and we're going to probably have Wayne Austin on here sometime in the future.
Because they've got some changes coming, and we'll be talking about that with him.
Yeah, Wayne's
when
the
he's
executive
ready.
director up at the country club, and you may have read some articles in the paper about things that may be happening up there, and once they're ready to make those decisions, he's going to come on and share with us. And sounds like it's exciting. Might be a good thing for the city. We'll find out.
I agree.
Well, let's bring the chef on and verify how good that food.
Have him cook for us.
It was good. It was really with steak. It had a nice sear on it. It was really good.
Now, picture. I haven't had coffee yet, and no breakfast this morning, so you're really making me hungry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Just wait till we run that Pizza Dilly ad.
Oh yeah.
Gosh, that one always makes me hungry.
Then we'll be drooling.
I know, right? Okay, so happy, like I always do at the top of every show, I want to let everybody know all the ways you can listen to KCAA AM 1050. Of course, you can find us at 1050 on the AM dial.
Hold on, Aaron.
Am I fuzzy?
You're fuzzy. Wiggle your microphone. Something happened there.
That was weird.
Is
that better?
Yeah, it's much better.
I hadn't even touched it. All right. Yeah. So you can find us at 1050 on the AM dial. You can also find us at KCAAradio.com. And at KCAAradio.com, you'll find links to all the ways you can interact with the station.
You know listening.
What? I need a new mic.
You need a new mic here.
All right.
Just turn that one off. Try this one. And
okay, this is much better.
We're gonna do the mic shuffle here.
I know this is much. It's a Woody Woodpecker mic shuffle. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
This is better.
Is this mic gonna work for me?
Yeah, that mic's working for you already.
Okay, so
that's what happens in the radio or any TV.
This is live radio, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so you can go to KCAAradio.com and find all the ways you can listen to and interact with our station, including all of our social media: Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram. You can watch our embedded Ustream feed, or you can click through to Ustream and watch on their website. If you have a flip phone or a home phone and you want to be able to listen, you can call to listen at 832-999-1050, 832-999-1050. Your long-distance rates may apply. You can listen directly on the website. If you want to, click the Listen Now button right on the front page. If you're heading into LA or OC and you want to be able to listen to us all the way in and then all day long at work, you can download the TuneIn app on your iPhone or iPad, plug that into your car, or listen to it at work. And that's 24/7. You can listen to all of our shows, and you can catch all of our podcasts. And by the way, at KCAAradio.com, you can also catch all of the podcasts of our shows. And finally, if you've got an Android device, you can go to KCAAexpress.com.
Or you put your right foot in, your right foot out. You put your.
I know, right?
And you shake it all around.
It's a little hokey pokey.
Yeah. There's no excuse for not listening, people.
That's right.
We just saved you from Armageddon. I mean, come on. You should be listening to this.
Oh my gosh. Well, it's kind of Armageddon in Denny Hastert's life. Oh, before we get to that story, we're going to be joined in the second half of the show by Deborah O'Hara from AboutRedlands.com, and she's always letting us know every other week all the things that are going on in and around Redlands.
We like Deborah.
I do too. I've had so many fun adventures because of things she suggested. I'm like, yes,
let's go do that.
Mm.
His favorite, of course, were the delicious hamburgers during Hamburger Week.
Yes, that was my favorite. But, just she's always got good things for us to go do. And a lot of times they're not super expensive, and it's just something to go do.
Wait a minute. They had a Hamburger Week, and
I
missed it?
They did. You missed it. It was good. Well, he went. I didn't because I'm allergic to the buns. But,
I'm going to have to start logging on to this AboutRedlands.com.
AboutRedlands.com. Seriously.
Mark, there's a place in Redlands that sells a burger with a ramen bun. It's a ramen burger. And
really? Like Top Ramen like you used to do in college?
Yeah. I was skeptical at first.
And it doesn't have to be the cheapy-deepy Top Ramen. That's just, it's the noodles that are typically Japanese noodles.
But the bun is made of the ramen noodles, but it's got this really interesting sauce, and it was fabulous.
Wow.
I was so impressed. A ramen burger.
And where was that, Tobin? Do you remember?
That was at a place called Arlie's Burger Hut. Arlie's Burger Hut in Redlands. It's near Brew Cakes.
Oh, okay.
And
on the corner of San Mateo and Barton.
Yeah, and that little corner is actually
Brookside.
That little corner's got some good stuff now because they have Maria's there. They have
so Rosa Maria's.
Rosa
Maria's. They have brew cakes. There's
a donut shop.
A donut shop. There's pizza place.
Yes.
Lots of stuff going on.
We know all the food. We are foodies.
We are. We are. We are. Okay, so we have to talk about ex-Speaker Denny Hastert.
Speaker of the House Denny Hastert got caught in a scandal yesterday, and as usual, it's the cover-up, right, Aaron? It's always the cover-up. But let me give you the basic facts first, and then we'll talk about this guy. So, former House Speaker Dennis Hastert might be about to learn an old political lesson. It's the cover-up that will do you in. Federal prosecutors today charged the 73-year-old Illinois Republican. Why is it always Illinois, right? Illinois Republican with making shady bank withdrawals and lying to the FBI. And the Chicago Tribune provides this tantalizing detail. The charges allege that he needed the money because he had agreed to pay $3.5 million in an apparent hush money to a longtime acquaintance. The feds aren't saying what Hastert wanted his acquaintance, identified only as individual A, to keep quiet about, only that it involved past misconduct by Hastert, reports CNN. The Tribune calls the indictment stunning. The FBI became suspicious when Hastert made withdrawals totaling $1.7 million from various bank accounts in recent years. They say that he made the withdrawals in such a way to skirt rules requiring banks to report transactions of more than $10,000. Last December, Hastert falsely stated that he was keeping the cash when questioned by the FBI, the prosecutor's statement asserts. According to the AP, Hastert, a relative unknown when he was chosen to succeed Newt Gingrich, served as Speaker for 8 years before retiring from office in 2008. Most stories are illustrating his small-town roots by noting that he once worked as a high school teacher and wrestling coach. He's been working as a lobbyist since leaving office.
The thing that struck me, my first reaction was, it took me a second to remember that he was Speaker of the House.
Yeah.
He was really a fly under the radar kind of guy, kind of milquetoast, kind of forgettable. After coming, he came after Newt Gingrich, of course.
But he's making up for that
everybody knew. So this is so surprising.
Yeah.
Well, I always viewed Hastert as like a puppet of Tom DeLay, right? The DeLay was the guy who was like the man behind the man.
Mm-hmm.
And so they put Hastert out front, but DeLay was really running the show during that time period. And now Hastert's been caught up in a scandal. And again, I say Illinois, right? How many of these Illinois politicians are in jail? And usually for something like this, right? Something dealing with taking money, doing something.
Well, here's the thing that strikes me, too.
That's where the mob is based, right?
Yeah,
I'm
right.
Just kidding.
Well,
It's sad, though. He's 73 years old.
Yeah. He is.
End of his life.
But he's...
golden years.
At $3.5 million is what he agreed to pay the person who was blackmailing him, allegedly. And, good grief, what is in his background?
I wonder what his name is.
Yeah, it'll come out.
It'll
come out. Yeah, and it might be. I don't know. Maybe but I don't know that is such a huge scandal anymore. He's not in office anymore.
To a 73-year-old from the previous generation, it is.
Oh, maybe you're right.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying it. I'm just making light. I shouldn't make light of things, but yeah, you wonder why. If it was just another woman and he loved his wife a lot, maybe he agreed to pay $3.5 million. I mean, are that so enthralled with your reputation that that's worth that much money?
I don't know.
I'll sell it off for $100,000. No, just kidding.
No. Yeah, I don't know. It just makes me sad. I mean, it's just sad.
I'm just kidding. But you know what? You have to make light of it a little bit. It is so sad. I don't even know what to say. It's just terrible. And you're right. There's always from Chicago. It's or from Illinois, or
Well, we've got four Chicago governors that are in prison, I think.
Is it four?
Yeah.
Wow.
4.
Yeah, I think we've got a couple Republicans and a couple Democrats. It's the bipartisan corruption.
Yeah. It's over party lines. Yeah. My favorite was the senator. He was actually an anti-gay senator from I think it was Minnesota, who got caught in the airport, and he handed them his business card.
I think it was Alaska.
No.
Wasn't the one? Wasn't he the one that had like the
Wyoming.
tapping?
Yeah. It was like Wyoming and the wide stance. Remember, we got the.
Oh
the
yes.
wide
Oh, was it
stance.
Wyoming?
No, we'll have to Google it.
I don't even remember. We should remember that.
Oh, we can't keep them all sorted
I
out.
know.
There's actually a website with all these kind of controversies on it. You would be amazed. It's like a couple hundred people on there.
Oh my gosh. Well, it's time for a break already. It's 6:18. I'm Aaron Brinker.
I'm Tobin Brinker.
We got Mark Westwood in the booth, which is On the Brink, the morning show on KCAA AM 1050, and we'll be right back.
Once again, apropos music celebration.
We are not celebrating Denny Hastert's problems.
Yes, this music was picked out way before. But okay.
We're celebrating Friday.
Yeah.
Woohoo, that's right.
It's Friday, 61 degrees, KCAA.
You're listening to KCAA, your good neighbor along the way.
As everyone who travels a lot soon learns, when you stay in the hotels of the big chains, it's easy to forget where you are, since they're all alike, offering all the charm of No Place USA. This disorienting sameness has become more dizzying in recent years as the chains have merged and conglomerated. Weary travelers might choose to stay overnight in one of the Residence Inn hotels or a Courtyard, the Town Place Suites, or even splurge for a night in a ritzy Ritz-Carlton. In fact, though, you're in a Marriott, the $14 billion a year combine that owns all of the above chains, along with 15 others. Marriott is among the world's 10 largest hotel operators that have a combined 113 different chains in their crowded stable of brand names. Naturally, as uniformity and conglomeration have taken over the industry, a consumer rebellion has erupted, with more and more travelers, especially younger ones, seeking out independent hotels, unique inns, and local B&Bs. They prefer the uncorporate places that have cool names like the Moxie, Canopy, and Vibe. But, oh crud, guess what? All three of those are chains of hip hotels that opened in the past year and are owned respectively by Marriott, Hilton, and Best Western. Known in the industry as lifestyle hotels, these fake independent lodgings are the hot new niche for mega conglomerates trying to nab travelers in search of authenticity. The big hotel chains are in the business of pretending they aren't big chains, says Pauline Frommer, editor of the well-regarded Frommer's Travel Guides. They want you to think they are boutiques. This is Jim Hightower saying, sneaky. But do they think that duping customers is a good business strategy? Not only will we dupees quickly see that we're being sold plastic authenticity, but we'll also be PO'd about it. Good luck with that.
Hi, everybody. Ray Lucia here. We just saw the biggest jump in mortgage rates in more than 25 years. So now it's more important than ever to lock in your loan with a professional who has a thorough understanding of this wild mortgage market. That pro, Steve Aladort, the loan financial planner from Rancho Financial. Steve is one of the top 1% of mortgage originators in the entire country. And for years, Steve has worked with me, my family members and friends, and in most cases will close your loan in 30 days or less. Time is critical if you're ready to buy or refi. No one knows where rates will go next. Learn the advantages of working with a direct lender who can fast-track your loan. Steve Aladort can calculate which program is best for you and educate you about all of your options. Call the loan financial planner, Steve Aladort, at 888-563-1070. That's 888-563-1070. Or watch Steve's free home loan webinar at loanfinancialplanner.com. That's loanfinancialplanner.com.
Are you particular about the vitamins and supplements you take? Have you found that the big chain stores simply don't have what you need? Then you should know about the Vitamin Center of Agora Hills. You'll find rock-bottom prices on gourmet, top-quality vitamins and mineral supplements at the Vitamin Center. Get 30% off on all supplements and homeopathic products. All, not just selected merchandise. In addition, you'll find 30% off on all cosmetics, soaps, shampoos, toothpaste, makeup, hair coloring, and lip gloss. And all tea products are discounted 20%. Why go anywhere else? See for yourself at the Vitamin Center of Agora Hills, 5007 Canaan Road in Agora Hills. Or check out the savings and place your order online, VitaminCenterAgoraHills.com. Start saving by getting what you need from the Vitamin Center of Agora Hills. And tell a friend that the Vitamin Center ships nationwide. Call 818-707-0005. That's 818-707-0005. The Vitamin Center of Agora Hills.
Like to spend a few days in another world? Then write this down. Golden Bear Cottages, Big Bear Lake. Now, listen, this is not some corporate-owned operation. It's family-owned and operated by some real nice people. Unique? Oh, you bet. Golden Bear Cottages features 28 one-of-a-kind cabins on a 5-acre historic site. Great for families, couples, and groups. And cabins are available with 1 to 7 bedrooms. Golden Bear Cottages is just a stone's throw from Big Bear Lake and super close to 3 great ski areas. Now, I could go on all day about Golden Bear Cottages in Big Bear, but to see everything, just go to goldenbear.net. Again, goldenbear.net. Golden Bear Cottages in Big Bear. Clean, comfortable, and affordable. Check them out. goldenbear.net.
KCAA is your CNBC News affiliate. We're the station that gets down to business.
Welcome back. This is Aaron Brinker.
This is Elvira.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, I'm like, this song, what, 1980 or 1979? When did this song come out?
I was in 8th grade.
Yeah.
Really? So what year was that?
Like 82.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. This is a blast from the past, Mark.
Yes, and I'm a mobile DJ. Whenever I put this music on, everybody gets happy. Even if it's, people who like rap music or polka music or whatever, you put this song on, they're all on the dance floor. Dancing the 4-step or whatever it is.
That's awesome. Well, there is, before we get to About Redlands, which will be on the second half of the show, to be talking to Deborah O'Hara, there's a great event going on in Rialto this week, or this weekend.
Yes, there is. It's the Taste of Rialto. It's June 4th, which is actually, wait, that's not this weekend, though. That's a couple days.
Oh, yeah,
down.
June 4th is on Thursday, coming week.
This Thursday night. And it's from 5 to 8 p.m. in downtown Rialto at the downtown park on the northeast corner of Rialto and Riverside Avenues. And this should be a really good event. It's tickets are $25, and it's you can get them by calling the Rialto Chamber of Commerce. That's 909-875-5364. And tickets will also be available on the day of the event, so you can just show up there and buy your tickets if you want to. But this is a chance to taste some local foods, and local restaurants will be there. And just a great event to get out and meet the folks there in Rialto. I'm glad that they're doing an event like this.
Now, you teach in Rialto, and so you have a real connection to the community. There's some good things going on in that city.
There are. And in fact, yesterday I was a little bit bummed that I was sort of stuck in my classroom working, because they did a ribbon cutting yesterday for the grand opening of the Rialto portion of the Pacific Electric Trail.
Oh, fun.
And I have run the trail, but not the Rialto portion, because they've been working on that part. And
right.
So now it's open. I'm really excited.
So the Pacific Electric Trail, it runs like to Claremont and all of that, right?
Yes, and it's great for bicyclists, walkers, runners. It's well lit. It's nicely manicured and taken care of.
Can you take your dogs on the trail?
You can take your dogs on the trail. Just make sure you pick up after them.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
But it's a nice trail to go on. And, it's one of these things where they took the old railroad tracks, and they took them out. It's one of those abandoned railroad tracks, and used that right-of-way that already existed, and now have turned it into a public space for you and I. And they've put walking paths.
Oh,
like
that's nice.
Lighted up, and they have water fountains and all kinds of stuff. It's just a nice place to go.
Well, awesome. So June 4th from 5 to 8 p.m. in downtown Rialto is the Taste of Rialto. Contact the Rialto Chamber of Commerce for more information. And that number again is 909-875-5364. 909-875-5364. So we got to talk about the 5 craziest crimes of the week.
Only 5?
Yeah, well, I'm sure there are more. I wonder how many come from the state of Florida. I'm just asking.
I don't know. Florida's usually on the top of the list. The first one on the list, I can't remember if we talked about this one the other day or not, but I remember seeing this one the other day.
I don't think we talked about it.
The 72,000 ladybugs.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, okay, I love ladybugs, but 72,000 flying insects does not sound appealing to me.
This is a high school senior prank, Aaron, and you got to love the high school seniors who thought this one up because it's just insanely crazy.
So tell us about it.
But they went and bought 72,000 ladybugs and let them loose inside their high school. And so it's high school graduation time, and at 3:40 a.m. last week, they dispersed 72,000 ladybugs into the school. Police got there, and
there were 3 male students, right?
Yes, and the students are facing charges. This is the thing, right? Breaking and entering to get into the school, the damage that was caused because the cost of cleaning up this thing was,
And this
expensive.
is in Maryland. And so I imagine in Maryland, lots of places where they have real weather, the high schools are all inside a building. And so as opposed to ours where we have multiple buildings that people travel outside to get from classroom to classroom. And so that's like throughout the building. It would probably be they'd be in the kitchen. They'd be everywhere.
It was the etymology club.
There you go.
What struck me, Mark, is I didn't know you could buy ladybugs, and I certainly didn't know you could buy them in that quantity. And apparently, this only cost them a couple $100, and all the seniors in the senior class chipped in money.
The wonderful world of Google,
right?
Apparently, you can learn how to do anything on using Google and YouTube.
Amazon.com.
But you got to think,
72,000 ladybugs.
Who's raising 72,000 ladybugs and then shipping them in the mail to some random schmo?
Oh, God.
Is that like a normal order? 72,000 ladybugs?
No idea.
Who's ordering them?
And then mom gets the charge on her card when the end of the month, and she's like, "Junior, can you explain this?"
And did they say in the article how much the 72,000 ladybugs cost?
No.
Well, one of the other articles I had read last week when I first saw this said it was just a couple $100. It wasn't some outrageous amount. It was just a couple $100. Each kid threw in a couple bucks here and there, and they had it covered.
Well, I think ladybugs are used to eat aphids. So
Yes.
maybe somebody who raises a lot of roses on a farm wants ladybugs, and so
yes, that's true.
That's the way that works.
That's true. Yeah, botanical gardens would want that many. Garden would want that many ladybugs.
I heard somebody one time tell me how to get even with somebody. They said, you get some birdseed and you spread it all around their car.
Oh! Yeah, that would make a mess.
Yeah, that would be a good senior prank, too.
So we're just about out of time in this segment. Tobin, read one more.
Okay, another senior prank. This one also ended in arrest. Time wasn't on their side. Two teens in North Carolina were arrested for a stunt involving alarm clocks. Police in Troutman say that Shannon Marie Farrell and Lakia Hall, both 18, put the clocks in unused lockers in South Iredale High School, then replaced the school's zip ties on the lockers with locks of their own. Next, the school resource officer heard ticking from inside the supposedly vacant locker.
Oh, no.
So your brain just goes wild. Yeah, it's a bomb on campus. You've got
It's a clock. I think that's actually pretty fun. Why would they face charges for that one? I mean, it's annoying, but is it criminal? Come on.
Terroristic threats, Aaron. Terroristic threats.
It's an alarm clock.
Homeland Security.
Homeland Security.
Okay, everybody needs to take it down a notch.
Hey,
I'm serious.
The Patriot Act. They're going to take these kids, use rendition protocol on them.
Well, I mean, I can understand the ladybugs because there's a cleanup that's required. There are health codes in the cafeteria, et cetera. But an alarm clock in a I mean, come on, in a locker.
Ladybugs are clean, by the way. I don't have to clean up after ladybugs, but I guess.
Well, no. But I mean, you don't want bugs in your food, right? So.
But they probably had to shut down the whole school. Had to evacuate all these kids.
Maybe have the bomb squad come out.
You probably had parents and people getting tweets and things. Oh, there's a bomb on campus and all this kind of stuff. You know how kids go, and so the community's up in arms. So there's got to be some consequences for these kids.
Okay, there's one more story that I want to squeeze in here because it's so funny. This is the media story that's on this list. Pity poor Thomas Bacon, who is grabbing headlines for what might be a mundane arrest, were it not for the New Jersey man's last name and the role sausage allegedly played in the story. So I'm clicking through. Apparently this man named Bacon gets in trouble over sausage. All right. So this is the NJ.com reports that the 19-year-old has been charged with simple assault in connection with the May 12th incident. Police were called to his Madison home where sometime before 3:30 a.m. Bacon allegedly assaulted another person there who had eaten the last piece of breakfast sausage. Dun, dun, dun.
Bacon assault sausage.
Exactly. Bacon assaults over sausage. The Madison Patch reports the alleged victim didn't need medical care. Bacon was released on his own recognizance per the Daily Record. Anyway, I thought that was funny. So we got to take a quick break. I'm Aaron Brinker.
I'm Tobin Brinker.
And we got Mark Westwood in the booth. We are on the brink, the morning show on KCAA AM 1050, and we'll be right back.
This is KCAA.
There's a man named Dr. Wallach who is anything but your typical doctor. Both a veterinarian and naturopathic physician, Doc asks, why does the United States spend more money on health care by far and still rank 50th in health and longevity worldwide? He believes that people should empower themselves with a basic understanding of nutrition, taking charge of their life, and attain optimal health and longevity through nutrition, not by toxic prescription drugs leading to side effects. This is clearly a deadly recipe. The good news is Doc Wallach's message is resonating with an increasing number of Americans who are waking up to all the big government and big pharma manipulation of our healthcare system. I like what Doc Wallach is saying and doing to enlighten people about healthcare.
Well said, Alex. Join the movement today. To purchase longevity products, go to www.kcaaradio.com. Click on the Buy Longevity image or call toll-free 855-909-3047. That's 855-909-3047.
California headline news. Beaches reopening along the Manhattan Beach coastline outside L.A. closed for the past couple of days after globs of oil substance washed up on shore. There's been progress in the cleanup efforts, but so far they still aren't sure if it's linked to the oil spill in Santa Barbara.
We may not know for a few days, a week, I'm not sure. And we may never know, but we will. That is definitely one of the things that we're working on. So it's still too early to tell what the source is.
Coast Guard Captain Charlene Downey, a bill allowing patients to end their own lives advances at the state capitol.
That bill is approved on a 5-2 vote, with Republicans voting no.
The bill passing in the Senate committee Thursday, supporters calling it a humane way for terminally ill patients to put an end to their pain. Opponents fearing it could be used to end the lives of those who are incapacitated but not terminally ill. A bill that would allow homeowners to install fake grass is heading to the Senate. The Assembly passing it Thursday. Geico weather. Warming conditions through much of the state. 80s in the Los Angeles area. Fog up north. Jeff Scott, California News.
Here's a crazy idea from Cash Call Mortgage. Take the mortgage you closed in the last year and look at redoing it at today's 15-year fixed 2.875% rate and APR with no closing costs. Just call 877-890-CASH, and with no cost or obligation, we'll tell you how much your payment could drop with the do-over refi. And you won't pay any points, deposits, or fees. None. It's so easy. Just do the regular paperwork, most of which you already did for your last refi, and we'll do the rest. So make the cash call at 877-890-CASH for today's 15-year fixed 2.875% rate and APR with absolutely no closing costs. The do-over refi, only from Cash Call Mortgage. Call 877-890-CASH and see for yourself.
Impact Mortgage Corp. DBA Cash Call Mortgage. Equal Housing Lender. Call 866-900-8744 for terms and restrictions. Rates may change without notice. California Department of Business Oversight. Residential Mortgage Lender Law License 4131083. NMLS 128231.
That's 877-890-CASH.
KCAA is your CNBC News affiliate. We're the station that gets down to business.
Welcome back. I'm Aaron Brinker.
And I'm Tobin Brinker.
And we are on the brink here on KCAA AM 1050. We are the morning show, and this is my favorite part of Fridays. We're going to be talking to Deborah O'Hara from AboutRedlands.com. Deborah, welcome to the show.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
I'm bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I the frog in my throat's gone, and I've had a cup of coffee, and I'm good. I'm good.
Well, that's wonderful. So tell us what's going on in Redlands this weekend.
There's a lot going on in the next couple weeks. This weekend, Saturday the 30th, starting at 8, is the 6th annual Children's Bicycle Health and Safety Expo. It's a really great event for the family, kids. They're encouraging everyone to bring their bicycles and helmets, so they'll have an opportunity to sort of practice their safety skills in a bicycle safety course. It is a free event, so they're going to give, kinds of bicycle safety course instructions, healthy, safety or health-related and safe safety resources, booths, music, food, crafts, that type of thing.
Now, this is going on at the Redlands Mall?
Correct. Redlands Mall parking lot. You can also go to the About Redlands event calendar, and it has all of that. It'll map it for you as well for those that aren't familiar with Redlands. Also, the Redlands Police Department, they're going to be giving out free bicycle licenses, registration, and fingerprinting.
Oh, that's cool.
For children. Yeah. Yeah, and also, this is a really pretty cool event. On Saturday, the 30th at 9, and that's over there at the University of Redlands. Their Ted Runners Stadium in the parking lot. They're having a Touch a Truck. And it's a really fun family event where children of all ages, adults too, are invited to closely examine a dozen unique vehicles like fire trucks, police cars, construction and farm equipment, dump trucks. So that you can get in the seat, light the lights, sound the horns and sirens, and they're going to have all kinds of games and opportunity drawings. This is not a free event. Admission is $5 per person, ages 3 and older, or a family pack is $20 for up to 6 people. So it'd be a fun event.
Oh my gosh, that sounds like fun. So is this who's putting this on?
You know what? That is actually that's the one thing that let me see really quickly. That is this weekend. And I want to say that the fire department. Oh, here we go. You know what? There's some proceeds go to support the philanthropic initiatives of Rotary Club of Redlands and their
Rotary.
nonprofit partners. Sorry
that's
about
great.
That. Yeah,
No, that's
an
okay.
Important thing to mention. Yeah.
That's great.
Oh, and also I'm sorry, I keep talking over you. Go ahead.
No. I'm just being enthusiastic about the event.
Yeah, and they also have, and I'm not sure really, they have a no light, no horn. It's a VIP quiet hour from 9 to 10. So I'm thinking it must be some kind of memorial type. Do you think? It doesn't go into explanation there.
Huh.
What that is.
I guess we'll have to go out there and check it out.
Yeah, there you go. We'll have to go and find out for ourselves. And then the Redlands Area Historical Society is continuing their Redlands walking tours. So there's another one Saturday at 9. Saturday just is really packed, so there's plenty to do. One is Saturday the 30th at 9, and the other is June 6th at 9. And they're doing both of them are on Brookside Avenue. And the tours start at 9 o'clock. Reservations are not required, but the tours are $10 each. So you just show up. The information on where to show up and the address on the About Redlands event calendar. So all you have to do is type in walking tour or something like that, and all that information will pop up.
Wonderful.
And something that I didn't actually give you guys that just came up, the cooking block is having a Bistronomy 5-course rehearsal beer dinner.
Ooh.
Say that out. Yeah. It's Saturday night at 6:30, and so this just came, there's still open seats. It's $55 a person, but they're doing a 5-course beer pairing dinner featuring the craft beers of Escape Brewery.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, have you guys been to Escape?
No, we haven't been to that one yet.
Okay. It's Redlands' newest brewery. It's so cool. They have any historical buffs out there need to go by this place. They have all the doors from the original hotel in Redlands. They have made tables out of the doors. They have I guess all of the parts from this hotel. What is the name of the hotel? This is embarrassing. I should know it. It starts with a P. Do you both remember the name of the hotel?
I don't.
No.
That was okay. I'll find out next time. Anyway, it was the hotel downtown Redlands, and all of the doors, cabinets, and all of this really cool stuff was just stored in a warehouse. Nothing was being done with it, and so Josh, who is a firefighter, he and his wife Melissa own Escape Brewery, and they went in and they said they could have them. So they have really done a really wonderful job of restoring these doors and the cabinets, and so it's just worth going. Of course, the beer is phenomenal, but just going and seeing. Josh is a Redlands boy and loves Redlands, so when you go in there, it's a pretty fun event there. Just go check it out.
Yeah, well, and the cooking block does such a great job, too.
They really do.
So to combine those two, to have a beer tasting with good beer and a nice location with great food, wow.
Oh, it's
Tobin's like, I want to go.
I'm like,
they're neighbors. They're right in the same complex, so it's really nice that they're working together. And both the owner, John, of the cooking block and Josh of Escape are really huge advocates of working together and creating events, all based around Redlands, so it's really pretty neat. Escape actually has some Redlands beers, the same as kind of a Hangar 24 using all local ingredients, but they're very different. So I encourage everybody to go check that out for sure.
Now, the next event, we're actually going to be doing, we're going to be participating in it as well, the one that's going on Sunday.
Oh, the Healthy, Wealthy, and Wise Expo?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's really different. Tell me what you all are going to be doing.
We're going to be doing a live remote broadcast. We'll be out there pretty much all morning and broadcasting every hour with updates of what's going on as they're packing the food for the Philippines. So.
Yeah, and in fact, I thought this was really wonderful for Dream Dinners of Redlands to be doing. It is this Sunday at 9 o'clock, and they're over there in Tri-City Plaza Shopping Center. But it's a fundraiser that's a community food packing event, and it's supporting friends and family, community connections, and whatnot. They are packing 100,000 meals to be distributed to local residents in need, as well as shipping them overseas to the Philippines. Each of the meals costs 25 cents to prepare, and a whole pack holds 6 meals at $1.50. And one shipping box holds 216 meals, and it's only $54.
Wow.
So anyone that really wants to go out and help support this and donate, pack these boxes up, it's a really wonderful event. In fact, if you sponsor a whole box, they let you decorate it. And I thought that would be so fun to get the family and the kids together and sponsor a box and come out and, show your support. But that was really pretty neat event.
So Dream Dinners it's one of those places where you pick up food that it's all assembled so that you just have to go home and cook it, correct?
Correct. Well, and then you can go there and actually assemble them there.
Oh.
They have all kinds of tastings every month as well that are free. So always look on the About Redlands calendar, because you can go in and every month they feature certain meals. But really for the busy family, this is ideal because they're healthy, they're fresh, and so they box them up so that when you go home, it only takes just a few minutes to actually prepare them.
I love that they're doing this on a Sunday morning because, folks are going to be going to church, and, so many times we talk about our faith, but, here's an opportunity to go live your faith, right? Show up and
make a difference.
Make a difference for folks that are really struggling with food.
Exactly. No, that's why I was thinking families with children and whatnot. What a great event to just go and really do something that's just something for your community, something real and tangible. Yeah. I think that's just wonderful.
So if we can get you to hold on for a second, we need to take a break. Can you hold on through the break?
Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, we're talking to Deborah O'Hara from AboutRedlands.com about all the incredible things going on in and around Redlands. I'm Erin Brinker.
I'm Tobin Brinker.
Hey, and was that hotel began with a C, did you say? Would it
be? I think it's a P as in Paul.
I looked up, it was a Casa Loma Hotel. Maybe that was it.
Maybe it is. Maybe it is that. Then maybe I'm thinking of a different one. You're probably correct. I think you might be right because there weren't that many,
Yeah,
in Redlands.
I Googled it and I looked, and it's a great picture. It was on Colton Avenue in Redlands.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
Okay.
Well, this is
thank you.
On the Brink, the morning show on KCAA AM 1050, and we will be right back with Deborah O'Hara.
You're listening to KCAA, your good neighbor along the way.
The Osgood File. This is Charles Osgood. Good ideas are plentiful, but most of the time nothing happens because people don't have the money to make it happen. But 6 years ago, somebody had a great idea for kickstarting other people's ventures, raising working capital not from Wall Street, but in small amounts of money from lots of people. Crowdfunding. And Kickstarter has done very well indeed, says our CBS News colleague Michelle Miller.
In its 6-year history, Kickstarter has successfully funded some 84,000 projects and raised more than $1.6 billion.
The story after this. Michelle Miller, what sort of ventures has Kickstarter kickstarted?
There's fashion, fragrance, and 3D printers, the world's first pizza museum, and even an Academy Award-winning documentary.
It's not only money we get, says inventor Jamie Siminoff.
You get money, and you get validation that the idea is something people want.
Backers who helped him to raise $140,000 for his pop charger, which he billed as the largest portable device charger available, were outraged when he pulled the plug on it.
We were shocked by the reaction of how upset some people were. Since we had given them all their money back, kind of no harm, no foul, they said, we don't want our money back, we want the product.
Risk is always a factor. People have to realize that, Kickstarter's co-founder and CEO Yancey Strickler told Michelle.
I think that the creator has a responsibility for what they said they're going to do.
Kickstarter bears no responsibility in ensuring that that happens.
I view our responsibility as being all the steps that we put in up front.
Those steps include a clear product definition, estimated delivery date, and working prototype.
Beyond that, says inventor Siminoff, backers get to root for success in that there's a certain romance. But the opposite side of the coin with Kickstarter might be a kick in the pants.
You're supposed to be like funding someone's dream, but dreams don't always work out.
The Osgood File. This is Charles Osgood on the CBS Radio Network.
West Coast Auto of Montclair is the 2015 top-rated pre-owned dealer in California, offering a service department that surpasses expectations in every single way. And while you're there, browse West Coast Auto's extensive lot of best-in-class pre-owned vehicles.
You're getting the best-in-class vehicles with financing options like 0% down and no payments for 90 days. Visit westcoastauto.com or call 9099-million.
West Coast Auto, Montclair.
KCAA Loma Linda, your CNBC news station for the Inland Empire.
Welcome back. I'm Erin Brinker.
And I'm Tobin Brinker.
And we have Mark Westwood in the booth. We are on the brink, the morning show on KCAA AM 1050. And we're back with Deborah O'Hara from AboutRedlands.com. Welcome back, Deborah.
Oh, nice to be back. Thank you.
So tell us about the 5th annual Redlands Photo Contest.
Yeah, this is really kind of exciting. About Redlands hosts this. It is our 5th year, and we invite amateur and professional photographers of all ages to submit their photos of Redlands. And so all you have to do is go to the About Redlands website, go to the event calendar, and just type in photo contest. It begins June 1st. Images need to be submitted by September 1st. And there's a criteria. There's about 5 different categories of what types of pictures or photos to be submitted. And there's cash prizes. So first place is $200. It's sponsored by Bernardini and Donovan Insurance Services, and they love this contest. So, second place is $100, sponsored by Redlands Estate Sales and Consignments. And then there's all kinds of other Barrington Associates is sponsoring third place at $100 cash, and then there's lots of other things. So it's a real fun contest. We received some of the most exquisite photos of Redlands. It's really nice. It's a great contest. We encourage everybody to, get their cameras out or their iPhones. Even a lot of them are submitted by their iPhones that are amazing photographs.
So, and then you, after the contest is over or throughout the contest, are you posting these pictures on AboutRedlands.com?
Oh, yes. We post them online everywhere, Instagram, on About Redlands. We haven't decided exactly where, but we'll invite the top 20 to display their photographs. It's either going to be at Hangar, or at Redlands Consignment so that people can come by and see them in person. Last year we did it all down State Street, and we may do that again as well, or maybe in August Coffee so that people can actually personally come and see them.
Now, do you sell the prints? I mean, if somebody really likes one of the pictures.
Yep, and in fact, last year, several of the photographers sold theirs for other, to other businesses for their marketing and advertising.
Nice.
Yeah, it was really nice. Some for brochures, a couple brochures. So it's a really wonderful way if you're a photographer to get your name out there. But even if you just love taking photographs, it's just really a fun event. And it's always interesting to see different people's perspectives of Redlands. That's what I really look forward to. Their angles, how they see it.
I would do a series of selfies with me at every burger joint.
Because people want to see selfies, Tobin.
With the burger, Aaron, with the burger.
I would be photobombing those.
Yeah, I was going to say, as each selfie, you get bigger and bigger, and you need you need one of those extension things.
Yeah, wider and wider camera lens.
Oh, God, that's so funny. Yeah, so that we look forward to that. But lastly, if I have time, Hangar 24 has just started what they call these randles. And it's, every Friday, they have an Infusion Friday randle, they're calling it. It starts every Friday at 5. So basically what they're doing is they're pouring one of their beers that's infused with fresh ingredients, either fruit, whole hops, spices, oak tea, candy, something. So every Friday at 5, that's going to be a new little thing that sounds like a lot of fun. And then on Sunday morning, every Sunday morning at 11 o'clock, they're infusing their beers with Augie's Coffee and Wild Goose Coffee, which are our local roasters. Yeah.
Wow.
Which sounds really interesting. I mean, off the top of my head, I'm thinking, ew. But then, I know that it probably is fantastic. Yeah.
It's like the first time I tried Ala Minute Creamery's strawberry balsamic ice cream, and I thought, balsamic? Why would you put balsamic on strawberry ice cream? But oh my goodness, is it good?
Well, it is interesting, the different combinations of things, in the foodie culture we're in right now that I would never think go together, and I'm always so pleasantly surprised. So I should take that ooh back because I can already tell it's going to be fabulous.
Deborah, I have to say, you complicate my life so much. I've got so many choices now of things to do this weekend. I'm already feeling tense because what am I going to do?
I'm happy to complicate your life, at least in that way. That's not what everybody would say about me, but you know what? That's a compliment.
And it's meant as a compliment. I mean, there are just so many fun things to do this weekend, and I'm looking at Aaron what are we going to do?
I know, right? Not enough hours in the weekend.
I know. We have an email newsletter we send out the first of every month, and I was just going over all of the events in June. Holy cow. It's very difficult to narrow this newsletter down, Surf State Street. I mean, there are probably 50 events that everybody's going to want to come to. So that's going to be more, give you more conflict there.
Now, let's talk a little bit about Redlands. You all, it's not only events on your website. Talk about the other things that you offer.
Well, we support and advocate locally owned businesses in Redlands and the surrounding community. So if you're a mom and pop, a home-based, any kind of retail, local business, we basically advocate for you. A lot of these people wearing 15 hats, they don't have time to do to put their name out there. We just, keep putting their name out there, like you got what we're doing with you, and let people know that these places actually exist. And so it's a lot of fun. We really have a great community of local businesses. So, and then the City of Redlands just designated the About Redlands event calendar as Redlands Calendar.
Awesome.
So it's the tourism calendar and the only calendar that exists in the Redlands area. So it really is kind of the place to go to if you really want to find anything Redlands. You just type in the word in the search box. It's super easy. Use it just like Google. It's very simple.
So this is terrific, and I know you have some featured Redlands businesses, and I want to mention all 4 of them: Hatfield, Buick, GMC, and they've been there like 100 years, haven't they?
100 years.
Wow.
Yeah. God bless them.
And Tennessee Gardens, which is a wedding venue that's quite beautiful. Wet Set Village Water Ski Club, and we're getting into the water ski season. And then Winks Eyelash Studio. Is that new?
That is brand new on State Street, right in the same complex where Caprice Cafe is. They do phenomenal work. If there's anybody out there that wants eyelash extensions, this place is the place to go. They are referred by nearly every local beautician and makeup artist. They're that good. They're really, really amazing.
So, and I want to read an endorsement by Martha Green. And if anybody who spent any time in Redlands, around Redlands or Loma Linda knows who Martha Green is, she's the proprietor of the Eating Room in the Delectables Bakery, and she is the auctioneer at so many nonprofit events because she's just got so much charm. And what local businesses are saying is we have been members of About Redlands for 6 years, and I wouldn't change a thing. The website and marketing services have increased the traffic in our restaurant and bakery significantly. Any business that wants to increase their sales must join this community. And then Michael Kelly, photography, says, you are the sole reason I am hearing that my name is at least getting a "who is this guy" comment in Redlands these days.
Yeah, well, that's what we do. We just kind of keep putting the name out there, and the more you hear it, you kind of you want to, who is this guy? Who is this gal? What's that place? Yeah, so. Yeah. All of our communities are built on the foundation of these local businesses, so we just we need to all support them. Yeah.
I agree. Well, Deborah, as always, it's such a treat to have you on the show. Thank you so much for joining us.
It's very fun. I have a fabulous weekend, and then when we talk next, I want to know what you guys ended up doing.
Yes.
I want those selfies. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, thank you. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Have a great weekend.
You too.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So just to give another shout out, we only have about a minute and a half or 2 minutes. We have 2 whole minutes left. All right, minutes. But I do want to talk again about the Healthy, Wealthy, and Wise Expo and food packing event. This is going on at Dream Dinners at 1404 Industrial Park Avenue. That's 92374. And they're in the Tri-City Center. And for people who've been around a while, that's the old Mervyn's shopping center. Now there's Burlington Coat Factory is in there just south of the 10 freeway between Alabama and Tennessee. That's where that shopping center is. And they'll starting at 9 a.m. Come out if you've got a student that needs to get some volunteer hours. If you just want to give back to the community, I can't imagine a better way to spend your time than packing food. We will be out there. So Bev St. Andrews from Let's Go Shopping with Bev, and then Tobin and I will be out there representing KCAA and helping to pack some boxes. And so we'll be brought, every hour on the hour we'll be giving a report. So come on out. It should be really, really fun.
I'll be there.
You'll be there. So
fun.
Fun,
Yay.
Exactly. So we're out of time. I'm Erin Brinker.
I'm Tobin Brinker.
We got Mark Westwood in the booth. This is On the Brink, the morning show on KCAA AM 1050. It's been great having you with us this week. Have a great weekend, everybody.
You're on board KCAA's Inland Talk Express. KCAA, Loma Linda, 1050 AM, the station that leaves no listener behind.
Economy in reverse. Patriot Act showdown. I'm Michael Toscano. The government has revised its gross domestic product estimate downward, reporting the nation's economy shrank by 0.7% in the first quarter of the year. Harsh winter weather and a widening trade deficit blamed. A line of thunderstorms stalled while passing over the Dallas-Fort Worth area overnight, dropping as much as 7 inches of rain as vehicles became trapped on the streets and water seeped into homes.
I-20 was closed for a while because water on the roadway, and many of the roads around Dallas this morning are covered in water.
Meteorologist Chad Myers. The Patriot Act about to expire with last-minute congressional action to extend it in doubt, leaving the NSA's phone data collection in doubt.
The programs will expire at midnight on Sunday, but according to administration officials, at 4 p.m., that's when the NSA would have to start winding down these surveillance programs, informing phone companies, shutting down servers on their end.
Suman Sarfati at the White House for us. I'm Michael Toscano.
Hey guys, it's summertime, and life is all about weekends, cookouts, and all things outdoors. And the JCPenney men's store is the place to go for some serious summer style, where shorts, tees, and swim trunks from brands like St. John's Bay, Dockers, and Izod go for a cool 40 to 50% off. And spend $25 or more with a coupon on men's apparel, shoes, and accessories, and you get $10 off. We've got your look, your style, and a great price. The men's store at JCPenney. When it fits, you feel it. Coupon valid 5/28 to 5/31. Some exclusions apply. Check jcp.com now or your Thursday newspaper for coupon and details.
O'Reilly.
Defend your vehicle from harmful elements and restore shine with Armor All canister wipes. Right now at O'Reilly Auto Parts, pick up Armor All canister wipes for $3.99. Easily remove dirt, dust, and grime with Armor All canister wipes on sale for $3.99 at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices every day. Limit supply. See store for details.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Good morning, 7:02. Mark Westwood with you on the radio. Taking a look at Inland Empire weather. Well, it looks like we've got a great weekend ahead of us. Wonderful Friday, too, weather-wise. Lots of sunshine, warmer temperatures. Going to be that way. Beaches, mountains, deserts, all the way through Southern California. Highs in the 80s, peaking near 92 in the valleys. In the mountains, typical resort level highs this time of the year. In the cool 70s and low 80s. Deserts, sunny and warm. Highs in the 90s and 106 in Coachella Valley. Oh, yes, it's summertime in the desert. 106 in Coachella Valley this weekend. Beaches, partly cloudy through Saturday. We always have the late night and early morning low clouds, June gloom in the beaches in the morning, and then it clears in the afternoon. And we're going to have highs around 74. Currently, just 62 degrees at KCAA. As we take a look at traffic in Fontana, we've got an accident blocking the right lane, I-10 eastbound approaching Citrus Avenue. That's got the lane blocked. This is an injury crash, so expect some delay there, about 15 minutes. In Moreno Valley, stop and go. I-215 northbound between Alisana Boulevard and University Avenue. The 60s west is busy between Day Street and the 215. And in Corona, slow traffic, the 91 westbound between McKinley Street and Auto Center Drive. That's a look at your weather and traffic. This weather and traffic report brought to you by the Foundation for a Better Life. Winston Churchill's words stirred his country in the face of defeat. Today they inspire us to reach for our own victories and commitments. Pass it on from the Foundation for a Better Life.
KCAA is your CNBC News affiliate. We're the station that gets down to business.
Hi, everybody. Ray Lucia here. You know, we just saw the biggest jump in mortgage rates in more than 25 years. So now it's more important than ever to lock in your loan with a professional who has a thorough understanding of this wild mortgage market. That pro, Steve Alador, the loan financial planner from Rancho Financial. Steve is one of the top 1% of mortgage originators in the entire country. And for years, Steve has worked with me, my family members and friends, and in most cases will close your loan in 30 days or less. Time is critical if you're ready to buy or refi. No one knows where rates will go next. Learn the advantages of working with a direct lender who can fast-track your loan. Steve Alador can calculate which program is best for you and educate you about all of your options. Call the loan financial planner, Steve Alador, at 888-563-1070. That's 888-563-1070. Or watch Steve's free home loan webinar at loanfinancialplanner.com. That's loanfinancialplanner.com.
Do you have to ride the bus or depend on someone else for a ride? Is your current car giving you problems or just getting too old? Nearly everybody needs a car, but most people don't have enough money lying around. That's where car financing from Credit Yes comes in. For over a decade, Credit Yes has helped millions of people get the auto loan that's right for them. We want to help you too, and for free. Whether you have bad credit, no credit, or even gone through bankruptcy, we could help you get a car loan. We believe that everyone deserves a second chance. If you call right now, we could find you the right financing option, no matter your credit history. 855-669-7131. Every call is absolutely free and there's no obligation, meaning there's nothing to lose. Now is the time, and it's probably not always going to be this easy. We even have programs that may allow you to put zero money down. Don't wait any longer to get the car you need, no matter your credit history. Call Credit Yes for free right now. 855-669-7131. That's 855-669-7131. One last time, 855-669-7131.
We can't be everything to everyone, or can we? The station that leaves no listener behind, AM 1050 KCAA.
He has been a professional money manager for the last 18 years. He is a regular contributor to the Fox Business Channel and Bloomberg Radio. In addition to this, he is a regular contributor to TheStreet.com and MarketWatch.com. Now he's live here on the Wall Street Business Network. Here is Bill Gunderson.
And welcome to the Thursday morning, May 28th live edition of the Best Stocks Now
Radio Hour. I hate to tell you, but it looks like the market woke up on the wrong side of the bed again this morning. Hey, we get a horrible day on Tuesday. We get an outstanding day on Wednesday. And this is a bad day. Not a horrible day, but a bad day on Thursday. Will the real market please stand up? We have the Dow down 70 points right now at 18,093. But if you're looking at it from a percentage point of view, that works out to about 38 basis points, 0.38 loss on the Dow today. The S&P 500 is down 8 points. That's also a 0.38 loss. Amazing how that works. The S&P is at 2,115. The NASDAQ is down just a little bit more, 0.43%, or 22 points, or it's at 5,084 after hitting a new all-time high yesterday. So let's not forget. Let's step back. Let's put things in perspective. The NASDAQ, the tech-heavy NASDAQ, which is made up of 100 companies that represent the NASDAQ index, hit a new all-time high yesterday. Crude oil, which has been slipping a little, not much. I mean, $57 a barrel here. I think we got as high as maybe 61 or so. So at least we're holding steady there in the crude oil markets. Gold is at $1,183 per ounce. The euro is at 1.09. And the 10-year yield, 2.14. We recently saw 2.20, so we're down about 6 basis points from there on interest rates. So welcome to the Best Stocks Now Radio Hour with professional money manager Bill Gunderson of Gunderson Capital Management. Well, we have triple-digit up days, triple-digit down days, so-so days, bad days, good days. And I always say it's best to step back and look at the overall trend in the market. The economic reports, they're not great. But if you look at that economic cycle, expansion, peak, rolling over, contraction, trough, back to expansion again. Where are we in that current economic cycle? Well, we're still in the expansion phase. No, not rocket-charged expansion, but 2-3% crawling along, which right now is good enough to keep this bull market fed and happy, although it's a little full right now. And the economic reports that continue to come out, they're not hot enough to where the Fed's going to need to take immediate action tomorrow to hike interest rates. And yet they are good enough to continue to call this an economic expansion and to keep this bull market fat and happy. The initial jobless claims, once again, we get pretty good numbers. Anything under 300,000, the job market seems to be fairly healthy. 270,000 people lined up to make those initial unemployment claims. That's not a bad number. As long as you remain under 300,000, that's okay. So for now, the jobs market continues to look good. That is a big indicator of the economic cycle, of where we're at in the economic cycle. Now, the Fed, on the other hand, is a little bit behind the curve here with the country coming to full employment, and we're still at a zero interest rate policy. I'm not going to belabor that point again today, but I've talked about it a lot here recently. One of the issues that was propelling the NASDAQ to new all-time highs on Wednesday was some little merger M&A activity in the semiconductor space with Avago taking out Broadcom. Boy, I can remember when Broadcom was one of the highest flying stocks in the market. That was back in the dot-com bubble mania. And Broadcom is, it hasn't been a great stock.